this is video number 2 from our weight loss series. So this is how do you create a weight loss plan. So on the board here is all the things that we use on our checklists at the gym. So the checklist is going to be downloadable by using the form below or submitting your email address if you haven't already done so, right? So I'm going to walk you through this, and then you can use this video to walk through using the form on your own at home for creating your own weight loss plan, all right? So we need a few things. We need to know first our starting weight and our goal weight, all right? So if our starting weight is 180 pounds and our goal weight is 165 pounds, we're gonna have to lose 15 pounds, right? Simple math. By the way, this is a plan designed over a 12-week period, right? So we're gonna lose 15 pounds over 12 weeks. That's what everything below here is gonna help us figure out how to do, all right? So the first thing we need is we need to know what our calorie targets are. So we're gonna do some basic math. Again, this will be explained in the blog, or you can kind of do the math with me here. But basically, 3,500 calories equates to a pound. So if you want to lose 1 pound, you need to burn 3,500 calories, right? So over the course of losing 15 pounds, I'm gonna burn 52,500 calories. 3,500 calories for each pound. So I just did 15 times 3,500, right? That's what I got, how I got this number. From there, I want to create a weekly calorie deficit target. So I'm going to take the 52,500 calories, divide that by 12. That gives me 4,375 calories a week that I need to burn through diet or exercise, right? From there, I want to create a daily calorie deficit, right? Because I'm going to be tracking my calories if I want to lose this weight. So my daily calorie deficit is simply 4,375 divided by 7. I took 7 days of the week. I want to break that into a 7-day or a daily goal. So 4,375 divided by 7 gives me 625 calories per day that I need to create a deficit, right? And a deficit just means that you have burned those calories above and beyond what you have consumed that day, right? And we'll go in another video over how do you find out what your total calorie needs are for a day so that you can figure out how to create the appropriate deficit. From here, I want to figure out how am I going to actually create that deficit. I have 2 ways. One is through exercise, one is through nutrition, right? So in the average week, or in the average workout that takes an hour of time, I'll burn about 400 calories, right? So what I did here, without getting too crazy about the math again, this will be in the worksheet for you. I took 400 calories, assumed that I'm working out 4 times a week. So that gave me 1,600 total calories burned a week through exercise. And then I just divided that by 7 days, right? So that gives me 230. And then that tells me that I need to burn the difference between 625 and 230 by changing things that I eat, right? So the remaining balance is 395 calories a day that need to be addressed through nutrition, right? So this is a very rough and quick calculation of how do you find your calorie targets so that you can stick to a nutrition plan or a weight loss plan, right? The next video will have some information about how do we find out what our actual basal metabolic rate is, how do we create our calorie targets once we know what our total caloric needs are that day, and then also how do we track our calories using a tracking metric like MyFitnessPal or something like that, right? So this is a place to get started. You can take the worksheet that's attached, start to build this out, just know your numbers, don't get overwhelmed, it's just data. And you need to know these numbers if you really want to hit your goal. This is how we do it for everybody at our gym. This is what I do myself. This works, so let's give it a shot.